You can sell millions of dollars if you can fix those 3 pages on your e-commerce store. Hi, my name is Thomas from VD Market, and today we are going to discuss the most important pages on your e-commerce stores that can actually impact the sales of your site. So usually when the e-commerce stores are starting to develop or improve their e-commerce site, the biggest mistake on the e-commerce stores is that they focus on the wrong things. And when they speak with the developer, they're speaking about like small design changes on the pages that actually do not matter. In e-commerce, usually you only want to focus on the pages that your customer has when he is going through that customer purchase journey. And in this video, we're going to discuss what are those 3 pages you should focus on. And we will also go through some examples so you can understand what are the good examples and what are the bad ones. So let's dive in. So we have our first page, which is the product page. And why this is one of the most important pages in the whole e-commerce site? Because this is the place where our customer decides if he wants to buy the product or not. And usually how product pages look, I will show this example and maybe you can refer to yourself in your e-commerce store. I will actually show a case study, which is one of our clients called Woolly Organic, and this is their existing e-commerce site, and we are now watching how the product page looks right now. So usually what we see is pretty basic, one image gallery. We have some product name, some price, pretty simple visible variations where you can choose the size, add the cart, the quantity, and if you scroll down, there is just one paragraph of description. You go lower, you see there are some related products, and basically that's it. There is no selling propositions, there is no story, no branding, and when we launch ad for our new customers, they want to see that this brand is trusted, that it has story, it has meaning, it has mission, and right here we can see there is none of it. We can see it's very, very basic. Of course, if there are some people who already know the brand, who have some background or history with it, there's no problem there, but they want to expand the new international market. So this is how they look like, and now I will show how the new product page looks like. So this is the updated version where it basically looks as completely different product page. We have more visualizations, we have more images gallery, we can see reviews, some unique selling propositions, variations as in images, sizing, and overall it looks more clean with good balance between the colors and images and contrast. It's pretty clear, a lot of information about the delivery, about money back guarantee, and the tabs are pretty visually great assembled. If you remember on the old page when you scroll down, there is just a paragraph, a description, and that's it. If we check the new design, we can see here that there is more global blocks. You don't have to make for each product different blocks. You can make some global blocks which you can put to all the product pages, and we can see there's some introduction to the company. There are some reviews which you can usually use with some apps which sends automatic review emails. Then we can see their related products, which is actually in the current one. We also have some Instagram feeds, so we can see more faces, more branding, more products, and it gives more trust to our clients. Basically, an updated, better version product page, which actually looks pretty legit for also a new customer. Here you can see we made also some wireframes with more blocks. It's not visually done yet, but you can see that we are growing it with more even functions. For example, here we can see we have also upsells. Yeah, you can already increase your average order value here. Let's go further. We can see here. So yeah, basically that's a pretty decent, nice, beautiful looking product page, which was made by our UI UX designer, and the result is pretty great. And we can check also how the mobile version looks. So basically like that, it's pretty clean with the same information, with same functionalities, with the upsells. For a new customer, it's really trustworthy in terms of design. It doesn't look sketchy or like some scam or unknown brand. You can see the vision, the mission, and a lot of interesting things that increase customer trust and also average order value. So this is the first page we should focus on if we want to increase our sales. So the next page we want to discuss is the cart page, where usually people add to cart their products. But here I want to show not only example of how the cart page looks, but also the process to getting to the cart, and how does it look also when you're adding to cart the product, or also how does empty cart looks like in the actual cart page. So we have a brand, Prime Prometics, which is actually a really good example how the e-commerce site should look, and we will try to add this product to our cart. And first of all, we see that we have this side cart where we can see a lot of like selling proposition things that can improve our sell conversion, average order value. One of them is we already have the tracker of how much money we have to spend more to get the free shipping. We have the right amount. And usually the problem with this in the side cart is that, all right, you see how much money you still have to spend, but they have no idea where to spend it on. And how Prime Prometics solve this issue is that they already have the offer in the side cart, which you can see here in our best sellers, where you can already choose the color you want, so you don't have to be redirected to the actual product page. You can still make the purchase and add new products to cart in this side cart. So this is really nice. Next thing is when we go to the actual cart, we see that typically, there's not much going on the cart, but you want to make sure that there are some things noted. One is that you have secure payments. You see what are the payment methods you can choose to make the purchase. It's pretty basic, but what I really like about this, that they have this block, which is the review, which keeps pushing client to continue the order, because when they are sold in the product page, they go to the cart and they see no more information about the product, and they're maybe I do need this or do not need this, but with this review, they're still reminding why they need to buy this product, which is really, really good example. And what I really do enjoy about this cart is that when it's empty, usually when you have empty product cart, the thing that you see is just like a sign, your cart is empty, go to the shop. But what Prime Prometics is doing here is that they already are offering some products as well in the cart. So it's not a typical thing you see in e-commerce stores that people add to cart products, not in the product page or catalog page, but actually in the cart page, which is a really, really nice example here with the full reviews, some information about the product, also some selling blocks with more information, which is a really, really good thing. So cart page, I would suggest to check Prime Prometics, but this is not the only good example. There are many good examples how the cart page should look like, but yeah, you should check this out. And the last and the third page is obviously the checkout, because this is the page where the customer fills the information and makes the actual order. And here I'm still showing the same example we saw on the cart page, which is the Prime Prometics e-commerce store. And this is Shopify checkout, which usually is the standard look, but there are some features which I guess is possible only because they have Shopify Plus plan, because usually on Shopify there's not much things you can customize, only when you order the Shopify Plus plan when you have bigger flexibility on the checkout page. But in general, let's go through some basic things and some actual cool things that they added, which I believe actually helps on increasing conversion also on the checkout page. So if we ignore this part, which is usually possible with the Plus plan, we can also skip this and see here that it is very simple information where you fill all necessary information to fulfill the order, and it's pretty standard. We don't have to over complex this, but here are some things I still like, is that even in the last page of the checkout, we can see that there is still 100% money back guarantee, and you can make sure that just in case you spend this money and if you don't like it, you can make sure that it's still it has 100% money back guarantee, and the returning is actually pretty easy, which decreases the doubt of our customer. Also, good things is still that the practice they use in the cart is having those reviews still there. And very interesting approach is the upsells. Still we see in the checkout, but this is pretty tricky. You need to check the data if this actually works, because adding additional products in the checkout sometimes can scare people away or rethink their decision. So I believe they're using this because maybe it works for them, but this is the thing you have to test out. And here we also see more information which increase our trust of the brand. There are 15,000 reviews, still money back guarantee, so they're all the time pushing all the benefits of making the order in this site, which is really great. But this is the Shopify checkout, right? So it's pretty standard. If you don't have the Plus plan, that possibly you won't be able to do some of these things. It will look pretty decent, but in Shopify, if you don't have Plus plan, there isn't much you can actually do in the checkout page, so you have to live with it. But if you have Magento or WooCommerce page, you just have to make it as simple as possible, pretty close to Shopify. There is nothing much to say. It's just very important that we don't have any fields that doesn't have to be there, so we don't make the shipping process much longer. So yeah, that will be it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you already have some ideas to implement some of these features we discussed on your online store. And if you enjoyed content like this and you want to see more, feel free to subscribe, like this video, comment in the comment section what actually did you like the most about this information. And if you have any questions about your e-commerce site, there's a Calendly link in the description. We can join up in the call and discuss how we can actually help you. So yeah, see you soon.